Desperate CNN calls for blood sacrifice or martyr. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. Welcome to the Jeff Daugherty Show, Christian Whistleblower, NCK YouTube channel. Now, you've probably heard about what really should be a tempest in a teacup. This video, too, beside me, Donald Trump obviously put on a parody video. And let's just take a look at it. I mean, this is when he was on the WWE with Vince McMahon. And here comes Trump. He body slams CNN. He's pummeling CNN. It's obviously a parody of a parody. WWE itself is a parody. And Trump is parodying this parody. He's obviously saying, hey, look, I'm going to body slam CNN and the fake news network. I'm going to pummel the fake news network. I'm going to take back the narrative, the fraud news network. And Trump was, clearly making a silly gesture that maybe he shouldn't have made. Obviously, it's just a parody, and it's really just nutty for CNN to say, oh, CNN's response was the nutty thing. And it's more than nutty, it's desperate, and it's more than desperate. It shows that they're willing to sacrifice reporters' lives. Now, normal people watch this and they say, oh, maybe the president shouldn't do that. Maybe it's kind of silly. But obviously, it's a political parody. We're going to body slam the fraud news network. We're going to body slam CNN. We're going to beat them up. We're taking back the narrative. And it should have just been a yawn. It's like somebody putting a stupid comment on my YouTube channel. It should have just been a yawn. But CNN is so desperate, and they realize that they're losing control of the narrative. They realize that Trump is doing a great job of making them obsolete. And love or hate Donald Trump, you've got to be in favor of anybody that's able to make the mainstream media obsolete. And he really is taking steps towards it. They've lost a lot of their power. They've lost a lot of their influence. And they've certainly lost forever this aura of untouchability, unquestionability, and I'm celebrating it. And it's my hope that this questioning of the mainstream media will bleed over into questioning of big-time religion, the other untouchable. The media's been untouchable. It's the media. We can't say anything bad about the media. It's religion. We can't say anything bad about religion. Well, Trump is showing that it's okay to call out liars for being liars. It's okay to call out deceivers for being deceivers. It's okay to call out enslavers for being enslavers. Now, on one level, it's incredibly hypocritical because CNN's coming out and saying, this is horrible violence, this is encouraging violence, this is going to get reporters killed. Trump is saying it's okay to beat up reporters. Trump is going to get reporters killed. Well, number one, no normal person that watches this video is ever going to say, oh, I'm going to go out and beat up a reporter. I'm going to go out and body slam a reporter. Nobody would ever thought of that until CNN has brought this up, and I'll tell you why they brought it up in just a minute. Number one, it's hypocritical because the mainstream media has one horrific story after another, intentionally picking stories that are sensationalistic, intentionally picking stories that are dramatic, intentionally picking stories that have bloodshed, crime, fear, horror, intentionally ratcheting it up. And not only that, they're owned by media companies that pump out one movie and TV show after another filled with fear, filled with violence, filled with killing, filled with raping, filled with kidnapping, filled with beating up, filled with violence. And they want to say, oh, Donald Trump made a parody video and it's going to make somebody kill somebody. Well, number one, it's not. And number two, if it were, they're doing far worse. But here's the real sinister part. CNN realizes they're losing control of the narrative. CNN realizes they're losing control of the news cycle. CNN realizes they're becoming marginalized. And CNN is losing billions. So they're willing to call for a blood sacrifice to correct it. They're willing to have a martyr. They have, by saying, oh, Trump is going to get people beat up. Trump is going to get reporters killed. They're planting that seed in the minds of people that are unstable. Trump's video would have never gone there. It's silly. It's campy. It's a parody. Everybody's used to it because of the filth that they pump out in the media 24/7, 365. But along comes CNN. We can't be subtle. We are going down, so we're going to go down with a fight. We are going to willingly sacrifice our reporters. We're going to willingly put their lives on the line, and we're going to hope that some reporter gets killed somewhere so we can get some sympathy and we can gain our position back that we're losing. That's exactly what they're doing. They're hoping for a reporter to get killed. They're hoping for a reporter to get brutalized. They're hoping for reporters to be slain so they can gin up sympathy for their lost cause. No one would have ever thought about that until they had to come out and say, the president's going to get reporters killed. They planted that. They implanted that in the minds of unstable people. And if some unstable person kills a reporter, if some unstable person brutalizes a reporter, CNN will have themselves to blame, but they don't care because they know you're too stupid and too lazy to think it through. Oh, it was because Donald Trump made a silly parody video, WWE, a parody of a parody, that no one would have ever thought to take seriously until CNN planted that suggestion. It's a parody of a parody. It is the height of hypocrisy for a group that promotes violence, bloodshed, mayhem, horror on a daily basis. Run by media companies that promote bloodshed, mayhem, horror through their television and their movies on a daily basis. It's good news that they're losing control. It's good news that they're this desperate. But how sinister and wicked are these companies when we see them willing to offer up their people as blood sacrifices, willing to offer up their people as martyrs. They're willing to provoke a blood sacrifice to try to save their sinking ship. That's your news media. That's why I don't watch the news anymore. That's why I don't read newspapers anymore. Don't blame this on Donald Trump. Love him or hate him, he has got the mainstream media on the run. See this for what it really is. The mainstream media exposing itself as a dying monolith so desperate that it's willing to subject its own people to murder in order to bring about a blood sacrifice that they hope will save the failing religion of the mainstream media. And let's hope this air of infallibility that's been pierced for the media, let's hope that the big-time religion is the next one to lose its air of infallibility. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. Unwind your mind, unindoctrinate yourself, guide your own spirit, master your own ascension, be your own guru. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower.